What's the matter? Do I not look good? Do I need to look better?
Well, this shirt, look.
What's wrong with it? Well, you know what this is? This is when I was working on the house. This is a work shirt. Tell me about these.
Tell me you about these.
Yeah, tell me.
What are you going to do with this?
What are you going to do with them? Well, nothing at the moment. Okay. Well, that's not totally true. We are about to do something with them. Mm-hmm. And what I need to get is your light fabrics. So, magic trick, boom. All right, so these are your light fabrics. We've chosen several more than we had originally. I'm not so sure I'm in love with the pink one. Yes or no? It's forever.
Yeah. So what do you think?
I think this doesn't belong.
Okay.
It just doesn't feel like it's belonging. But all of these others, they're all slightly different lights. And this is very similar to some others that we've pulled out, right? Mm-hmm. And this one's pretty light, but even though it's got pink in it, look what else it's got. It's got some blues. I just think that maybe, especially look at this color right here. I think that might work really well.
Yep.
Okay?
Let's go for
So
that.
we won't use it today, but you're going to use it in this project.
Doing what?
I'm about to show you, so get ready for that. So first of all, you worked on all of these blocks, and I came in once while you were working on these blocks.
Yep.
And we started talking about different things, and we started looking at little triangles over here on this bear paw, right? And while you were looking at these triangles, what did you do?
Yeah, I was talking, and then at some point my view was here. And then, wait a minute, what's going on here? And I look. Oh. That's why.
So he finally figured it out, everybody. Some of you were way ahead of him, but that was really fun because he was like, whoa, I'm making this quilt, right? Yeah. Now, I have to tell you, we're not making this quilt.
Okay.
But we are making those blocks, and with the blocks that you make, we're going to have different options on how we want to finish the quilt. But yes, when I put this on the wall, long before I ever started teaching you, I knew where we were going. I just didn't tell you this is what we were doing. And that was a really fun moment. So now he knows kind of the direction that we're going. All right, the last time we worked together, you were taking your 4 patches, remember those guys?
I was cutting 3.
Yeah, you were making 3 inches, and then we put the triangles on, all right? And remember, we left some of these untrimmed.
Yeah.
What we're going to do now is almost the same. These need to be pressed, but what we're going to do now is we're going to stack these guys, and again, they can be just a little bit twisted, right? And I might put one of these in.
Okay.
And what I want to do this time is I want to trim these to 4.5 inches. Okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and put my ruler down so that I know I'm here. This little block is gonna be right at 4.5 inches already. Can you see that?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to cut. And that was hard to do. And I don't want my finger to get cut, so you've got to be really gentle with it. So I'm going to cut across this one. Again, it's a little hard to go across all of those lumps. So I'm recommending 4. No more than 4. Mister, I want to do 10. So look. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So I will put this on there. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So I put this on there. And if it's not 100% perfect, we've already learned that that's okay
for this project.
So essentially, I now have 4.5-inch pieces, right? So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, yep, so there's 4. So remember the last time when we had 3-inch squares, we layered dark fabric. In this case, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's all I really need. And again, exactly. We're gonna make another hors d'oeuvre tray. And if I do this just right, because I'm looking for about a finger's width, about 1/2 inch between, then I can, and about 1/4 inch on this side, then I can probably get 4 this direction, which means I can, now there's one that's a little different. Both of these are different than the others, but see, they're the same size. That's why we set them aside. But you remember what happened last time. We're going to cut down the middle. Okay, you want to use the ruler, you want to do that. And actually, you could cut all the way across, right? There you go, walk down. I'm never happy with these 2 fingers being bent back.
I'm pressing.
Yeah, but...
I'm pressing.
Okay, he's arguing with me. That's what happens when you have a student that you live with.
Look, I'm Spider-Man.
I have something to tell you. So Ricky wants me to put my fingers at different position, and I want to do on my way. Like this. Well, what is like this? It's Spider-Man. I mean security.
Okay, Spider-Man. So trim off this side. So we'll just put this over there and do that one. Okay, so now I want you to look back here at these blocks, because what we did before is we started with our 4 patch and we just put the 4 triangles on. That's what you've done.
Right.
Now by doing this, you're going to do exactly the same thing with larger squares, 4.5 inches. We're going to cut these on the diagonal like we did before to get 4 triangles, and you're going to put these 4 triangles on now to make this block. That's where we're headed. All of these blocks now have 4 light triangles, and some of them are just the 4 patches, like this one, and it has 4 light triangles.
And what's happening here?
That's just a choice. So this is because I want some happiness in the quilt, and I've not yet even gone there other than to have you have some things going like this. But before we finish, we're going to put some happy little accidents in here, and even in like this place right here, we're going to add those later. So that's still yet to come, okay? So now you can use your ruler, but because this is laying like it is, let me just suggest we just drive down, and drive down the middle of those. And on this last one, I just want to get that last little bit cut off. On this one, this first one, it has folds right here. So I need to just shave off enough that the folds are gone, okay? Then, do you remember what we do next?
So, next, let me think. Yeah.
We're going to take these
I
off.
cut.
Yeah, we cut diagonally, so I'll let you do that. And you don't have to use the ruler, but you can if you want.
Well, I prefer.
Okay. Now, you guys, rulers are really important. It's just that sometimes we don't need them for some things. I do think they're safe. I think it's, in this case, it's really easier. When you have a pizza at home, you don't typically get a ruler to try to cut the pizza. You just cut the pizza.
I know someone.
You make good pizza, that's for sure. But because we have 4 layers, all right, because we have 4 layers, we're going to end up getting 2 out of each of these squares. So these 4 squares, and it could be, again, it can be the same colors. Let's just put these here. These 4 squares, which is half would go around one of them, and these 4 will go around one of the other ones. Crack the knuckles. So did you do it with the triangle on top last time? Was the triangle on top or was the square on top?
It was triangle.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you are putting doubts on my head.
All right. Both ways will work. All right? I don't want you to think it's not wrong. It's right or wrong. Personally,
But I think I sew like this.
All right, I'm going to go back and look and see what I taught you on the video, because I'm pretty sure I did this so that you could see this. Now, that doesn't mean that when I was in another room and you were sewing that you weren't doing this.
I remember I was sewing and I was watching Super
You were
Bowl.
watching the Super Bowl?
No. Football.
You're watching football. Lay the triangle down first with that side to the right side is straight, completely opposite. There you go. All right, turning it around. Perfect. All right, let's cut that one.
It's like everything I learned till today, everything I was doubt, everything the ways I sewing, I don't know why, it was a bit confusing for me. All the things that I did in the past, and I was like, did I sewing on this way, or, and then I was like, whoa, no, it's better than not think. Oh, let's see, I'm fighting with my head. I think it's gonna be okay.
Okay, we're back to it doesn't really matter, everybody. It truly doesn't really matter. My thing is, if I have it on this side, I can see the distance of these points. And when I'm sewing, I'm not likely to get this guy to flip the wrong direction. That's the only reason. It's a little bit easier to see what you're doing. And also on this one, when you have it this way, you don't need to start sewing at the point. You simply start sewing where the two fabrics are together, and you stop when you get to the end. And when you're doing this, you're having a little bit of a guessing game as to where that would happen. Okay? So let's go with this. And I'm not trying to be bossy. I'm just trying to give you some little pointers and little tips.
All fairness, I think because I had a big break, I think I get so comfortable and I forget everything.
So you know what your job's going to be? You're going to make all these blocks. Everybody, we have to remember to get rid of the bunny ears. And if you haven't done that already, I want to show something. See how this is trying to bend a little bit? This is happening whenever the seam is getting sewn and this fabric is getting pulled a little bit to the left. So you want to keep everything straight. Because it's a forgiving project, it's something that we can manage in pressing, but we do have to get rid of all of the bunny ears on this. You have to flip them back in order to do that. And you've got a block now that is going to behave like these blocks. In this case, it's like a 4-patch, right? Like that. That's where it would fit in the quilt. So guess what you get to do?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll watch TV, maybe watch football, maybe watch Super Bowl.
No, it's better not because I can mess up, so I don't want.
All right, so this is what we're doing for the next step.
Yep.
You're going to just put these together and we'll
I
go
will.
from there. Okay? I can't wait to see it.
Let's see.
Tell everybody bye.
Bye.